What up, y'all? Welcome back to I Said It, the podcast for all things sports. I am your host, Chris.
No
and
warning.
Today,
he does
we
this
are
every
going
time.
to be talking about.
Wait till he hit that playback, though.
Bruh. Every time.
Oh, my goodness.
We talking about the Olympics, and we talking about the Olympic basketball team, and damn it, we got to talk about Giannis. He the best in the league or what? Next. Oh, I Said It Sports. Subscribe! Welcome back to I Said It, the podcast for all things sports. I am your host, Chris, and I got Brianna, I got Darius with me. What up, y'all?
What's up?
Happening.
Nothing much. We might have some people pop in and out. It's cool. They got some things they handling, but we miss y'all, man. We've been gone for about 2 weeks. Y'all still got your content, though. Still got your content. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate the love. I appreciate the text messages, even though I would rather have them in the comment section, but it's all good. We got to start off by where we kind of left off, and that is the NBA Finals. And I was wrong. The Suns couldn't do it. Brianna, you had the Suns too, right?
I did.
Am I the only one that said Bucks in 6? Blair picked the Bucks.
Blair picked the Bucks as well in 6. I definitely said Suns in 6. Well, I mean, you picked them. The floor is yours, sir. I'll just lay it over to you. I mean, you can go ahead and gloat before we get into the next part of this topic.
I don't got nothing to gloat on because Milwaukee not my team. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them boys. But it kind of went how I thought it was going to go. I said, bruh, Giannis is going to be unstoppable against these dudes, bruh. Unstoppable. And he was, bruh. He came in first game. Shout out to him because after he had took that leg injury, man, we thought it was over for this dude. He came in the first game a little rusty. Man, after that, man, this dude went crazy for the rest of the series. And then he closed it out, which once again, I called in the text message. I said, man, this man about to have 50 in game 6. This man went and got a 50 piece with 14 rebounds and 5 blocks. Hey, all I'm gonna tell y'all right now, hey, this man is top 3, and I don't think he number 3, dog. I can't even lie.
Well, see, that's the second part of the question. The second part of the question is, hey, he the best in the league right now. I mean,
right now.
That's I'm just saying.
This is the biggest thing. Right now, at the end of the year, you gotta give it to him. I understand a lot of dudes did get hurt, but it wasn't like he didn't go against anybody. He did play against Kevin Durant. Them boys went back and forth, and this time Giannis won. So, and because the man is unstoppable, and he get it done on both ends of the floor, offense and defense, he has a very credible argument. 2 years ago, he won an MVP. Last year, he won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. This year, he won Finals MVP. I ain't going to say if you don't got him as the best player, I can understand the argument. But now, Giannis definitively has his own argument. It's just like when you talk about best player in the league now, you got to put him up there. Back-to-back MVPs, and then he go win the championship, you got to put him in that conversation. You can't say Kawhi. I don't want to hear Kawhi. I don't want to hear Steph Curry. Steph Curry had an amazing season. Fuck that. That nigga watched the whole playoffs from his house. This nigga Kawhi Leonard be getting hurt. He be getting hurt. Last 2 years, he ain't did nothing. He ain't won best nothing. Giannis got that argument now. If you bring up best player in the league, you got to include him in the conversation. You got to.
Blair, I'm gonna let you have this because you are also the only other one that picked the Bucks to win it in. I think you said 6 or 7. Darius had his Negro Damas hat on and predicted his 50 points in the victory in Game 6. So
Yeah.
you're the only other one that
It
had the
had to
Bucks.
be
So
like
go
that.
ahead, man.
Have to work on 6. You say what?
I said you're the only other one that had the Bucks in 6. So the second part of the question is one, how you feel about the finals. Then 2 is Giannis Antetokounmpo the best player in the NBA?
Okay, so the finals were good. I don't know what happened to Phoenix down the stretch. I just guess my assumption, and it was nerves, and it just didn't work out for them boys. Maybe they didn't know what it took, but it honestly, I didn't. Bucks didn't know what it took either. So it was kind of weird to see the drop off on Phoenix's side when they were playing so well. I didn't think it was going to be like it was at the house because they don't play. The role players always play different on the road. That's why they're role players. So they just didn't come through when they needed it. Devin Booker didn't look that great. I don't know what happened to Chris Paul other than maybe he was actually nervous. Unless they come out, he got some kind of surgery that we don't know about. He could have just been nervous too, man. Like it was all new for everybody there. Nobody really had any experience in it. And as far as, so it was a good final. I was glad he won. He needed to do something to pull it out. And he went and he pretty much took that last game, which is what he had to do for them to win. Because if it went back to Phoenix, they might have been in trouble. So he went and made sure he gave everything. Like you could clearly tell that was everything he had for the entire game. Like there were stretches where you knew he was dead. Like, and they needed a timeout. Giannis has nothing in the tank. And then they take the timeout. He come give you a couple good plays. Middleton bailed him out with a couple of good shots down the stretch. He was having a terrible game. But in the fourth quarter, he did hit like 2 or 3 shots that they needed to kind of hold Phoenix off and to keep them at bay. Giannis, as far as Giannis being the best player in the league right now, I mean, if you do the reactionary thing, like, yeah, he's the best player on the team that won the championship, so people would jump to that assumption. I don't know. Giannis's game, I don't like it as much as I like KD's game, but that's just me as a basketball player. Like, I like the way he plays, and I don't know if you put them up against a team that's even remotely close to what you think Milwaukee is, because everybody assumed Milwaukee was better or said Milwaukee was better than Phoenix from the beginning. When Phoenix got the wins, it started to switch. But before the series started, everybody was like, Milwaukee is better as overall as a team. Like Milwaukee has a better team than Phoenix. So if that's the case, if you put them up against a team that's similar to them talent-wise, do you think Milwaukee is then those guys? That's why I'm like, I don't know. I like Giannis, but the way Giannis plays, I like the dominant part. I just like jump shooters, which is why I would say he would be my top, 2 or 3 in the league. I'm with that.
I feel it.
I gotta see what LeBron is next year. Like, but everybody loves LeBron. Like you'll see, he'll probably be fine, but that step might matter. That high ankle sprain was pretty tough. And he did come back, but he was still suffering from it. So it's one of those, we'll see. I feel like he'll be okay, but he is going to be a little older, and the league is going to try to like move the league in another direction. Like they have to go somewhere. Like dude can't play forever. They're going to have to push the league forward. So right now it's Giannis as far as like age and time. Giannis is probably the best dude in the league. He got the most years after he just won the championship. So I feel like he's going to be better and he's going to get better over the next couple of years before he kind of peaks out at whatever Giannis is going to turn into. But after he won the championship, I feel like he should know what it takes to win. He already know what it takes to win in the regular season. So I'll give it to him right now. I'll let him have it until the season started. He was the best player on the best team in the league. So I'll give him that.
Rihanna, Since we're part of the losing end of these prediction, I'll let you go ahead and go.
It was a good finals. It was. I was very proud of him. He did what he was supposed to do. As far as him being the best player in the league, I don't think so. I can't say that he's a better player than LeBron James and Kevin Durant just because he won. I can't say that. So no, he's not. To me, he's not a better player than LeBron James and Kevin Durant. But I could see where you guys could argue it. If there was an argument, I could see it. But he's not. Maybe top 3. He can get in the top 3, but he's definitely not number 1 to me.
Even with the MVPs?
Even with the MVP, like you can't.
And
like,
the defensive player of the year?
You can't. You can't. I can't go out there and be like, yeah, Giannis better than LeBron James. Yeah, he better than LeBron. Yeah, he better than Kevin Durant.
Another ring for it.
I'm never going to put Giannis above Kevin Durant. I'm never going to put him. I'm not going to take him over LeBron. I'm not going to take him over Kevin.
If he repeat, would it change? Like back to back finals MVPs. Because if they gonna win, you know he gonna have to be the MVP.
Now I don't think he's not talking about history. He's talking about like right at that point in time.
Yeah, I'm saying like right there at that moment. Yeah.
Right. I feel like he could definitely be talked about. Yeah. I just
you don't like Giannis game.
I'm just seeing
no.
You don't like the game.
If they repeat with a healthy Lakers team, a healthy Brooklyn team, if they repeat and they can do it again, yeah, then okay, cool. We can.
That's why I'm like, it's tough, yo. I'll give it to him for the reactionary part of it.
Come on, man. So now we gonna use injuries to hold my man back. Like
I'm not. Like it's not his fault that they were
champions, especially now, man. In like the past 7 years, niggas done been hurt when a lot of niggas won championships. Golden State done had that help. The Raptors had that help.
Cavs had that help.
Nobody was hurt.
Nope. Yep.
No, Bogut got hurt.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, if you want to say that, the Cavs. Who I said, the Raptors. Who had just won? If you want to say the Lakers had help, but injuries is a part of the game. So I don't feel like we should hold it against any of these players because other niggas can't stay healthy.
And nobody's really gonna think about 10 years from now who was hurt when they won the championship. You're gonna think about, oh, that's the team that was, but unless they got hurt in the finals.
Right.
I was thinking about what Blair just said. Bro, this dude Giannis ain't even peaked yet, bro. So
not what they consider basketball terms, bro. Dude got like another year.
Now I'm speaking future. Now with his resume now, if somebody retire with what Giannis got right now, they'll probably make it to the Hall.
Oh, he in the Hall. We can have that conversation next after I give my answer, but he in the Hall. But
I'm just saying by the time he finished, by the time we finish, Giannis got the same potential that niggas saw in LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
He got that potential to be like, bruh, I could be that dude because he's so young. Like if this dude peak next year and ride his peak to 32, 33, and he win about 4-5 championships. Whoo!
He in the conversation.
He is. It was good. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying I can't say he's a better player.
No. I ain't saying nothing wrong with that.
I can't say he's a better player than Kevin.
I don't want to hold that against you.
I just can't say.
I don't hold it against you. I just think, hey, them niggas too old now, man. It's over with. The new hotness. New hotness is in.
Oh, you just think everybody just old?
It's just because it'd be different if he was Devin Booker. You know what I'm saying? It's just Giannis is another one of these dudes that's a freak, bro. He a freak just like the rest of these niggas. LeBron is a freak. KD is a freak. And he is the Greek freak. He's just the youngest out of them freaks now. And because he do it, like I said, at both ends of the floor
That's
at a
key.
high level. It's not like we like, oh yeah, he can put in 30 a game, and yeah, he a defender. This man done been defensive player of the year. And because he done did it like back to back to back, like MVP, finals MVP. I'm like, bro, that sounds like stuff that the best player in the league be doing to me.
And you are right, sir. We had this conversation, and I said, I don't know. And I've decided, no, he is not the best player in the league. And here is why. It is not because of injuries. It is literally because he decided, I don't want to check Kevin Durant. He didn't check Kevin Durant at all. Kevin Durant was balling. He didn't want him.
He
That
did
last
check
shot,
him a
who was
little
on
bit.
him?
Kevin broke him. Kevin was breaking this nigga.
Thank
But
you,
he
my
did the
point.
same
But you
thing.
still got to take the challenge, is what I'm saying. And if his toe was a little bit further back, he would have been at home. But yet and still, I still can't say he better than, like Rihanna said, I can't say he better than Kevin Durant, and I can't say he better than LeBron James. Is he coming? You motherfucking right, he coming. He coming straight for both their head, and he don't care.
This is my thing with the toe thing. That ain't Giannis' fault.
No. I'm not saying. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that's not his fault. What I'm saying
that's
is,
Kevin Durant's fault.
in that series, who was better?
Giannis, because in overtime he scored his bucket and KD went 0 for 6.
Come on, Darius,
No.
man.
That just means
How many points?
he had the better team helping him out. He had the better team.
Hold on.
He had the better team. We're not gonna say. We definitely not gonna say during that series.
Say that.
We not
had
gonna.
the better team.
Who did KD have? James Harden was limping up and down the court.
What you saying, Blair? They put him out there because what?
The James
He
fault.
was the best they had.
All the other niggas out there, right?
He was the and a lot of people's minds, he was the second best player in the league.
Nobody in that series after every game was talking about Giannis. They was talking about Kevin after every game. Kevin went off. Kevin did this. Kevin did that. Nobody was talking about Giannis.
What I'm saying is, guess what? When Kevin Durant went and beat LeBron in LeBron house, nobody wanted to give Bron no excuses. Nothing. Oh, he ain't have this player. Kevin Durant had the better team, and he clearly had the better team. No, it was KD went into LeBron house and got the dub. Guess what? Giannis went into KD house and got the dub, nigga. And we ain't gonna act like they didn't get the dub because of Giannis. Bro, this nigga had a 40-piece in that game.
Nobody said
overtime.
Nobody said he didn't show out that game. It was you asked who was better that series, and the person who was better that series was Kevin. Who was better during that game was Giannis. He had the last game. Who was better during that last game?
Which superstar did the superstar shit in the end then? Giannis. If KD would have did it and KD would have won a championship this year, he would have been the best player in the world. But guess what? He didn't. He lost to the finals MVP. That won back-to-back MVPs and defensive player of the year. Last I checked, KD only got one MVP and don't got no defensive nothing.
He got a league MVP. He got a league MVP. And he got a finals MVP.
I said he got one, and he got two.
Oh, okay. MVP. And he got 2 rings. Oh, okay.
Giannis just went back to back.
Oh, okay. He got 2. He got 2, and he got 2 rings.
And since we talking about teams being so good, he did it without a Steph Curry or a Klay Thompson.
And he went to the Golden State, and he was still the best player on the court in Golden State. How I come to
And
your
guess
team and
what?
I'm still the best player
And
on the court
Giannis
in your
was the best
city?
player in
I'm
Brooklyn.
still
He
the
was
best
the
player
best
in
player
your
in
city.
Brooklyn.
And
Cause
I'm
that
still the
nigga
best
got the
player in
dub.
your city.
Cause he got the dub.
I'm still the best player in your city. How I come to your shit and
He
I'm
got
still the
the
best player?
dub. He got the dub.
I'm still
KD
the best
wasn't the
player.
best. KD wasn't the best player when he counted because he lost.
He was the best player on the
He
court in
lost.
Golden State. He was
It's
the best
okay.
player on the court in OKC. He was
It's
the best
okay.
player on the court in Brooklyn.
It's okay. The best player won. The best player in the league just won.
No one's saying that man is the best player in the league.
Hey, KD
Nobody.
had his shot. Hey,
Nobody's saying that man is the best
he
player in the league.
recovered. He recovered. I done seen a lot of people say that he is now the best player in the league.
Literally, after KD lost to Giannis, they were still saying this nigga was the best player in the league. Giannis done won a fucking championship, and nobody's out here like, yo, that's the best player in the league.
Well, they are saying he's the king of the court.
You haven't been
Ooh,
watching
king
TV.
of the court and best player in the league, them two different things.
It is. But
so nobody's saying that man's the best player in the
man is
league.
the
I'm
best
just saying,
player in the
when
league.
you're king of the
me
court,
this
you got to
nigga
be both.
One MVP. This nigga got a ring, and still nobody's saying that nigga's the best player in the league.
I done seen plenty of people say that.
I've seen some people say it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Some people say it.
I watch Sports Center every day.
Some people done say it. Some people done say it.
Yeah, some people have said that. Hey, when the man
This
go, like I
nigga-
said, when the nigga go back to back MVP, he won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, and he did all of that before was 25. And then everybody said, "Oh, we need to see him take the next step before we crown him." And he took the ultimate next step. The man went and beat KD.
Didn't crown him.
He went and beat KD in his house.
And they still didn't crown him.
Then he went and dropped the 50 piece in probably the
wonderful.
best finals performance.
He had such a great season, and they still didn't crown a nigga. He had a wonderful season, and they still didn't crown him. And they still didn't crown that nigga.
Who didn't crown him?
If we're sitting up here debating about it, then he ain't get crowned. If we over here debating, then that nigga ain't been crowned.
I done seen First Take. I done seen every sports show. I see every sports show on ESPN, and somebody on there done said, "Oh yeah, Giannis the best player in the league now."
Somebody on there, but it's an argument. Somebody on there. It's not a whole unanimous decision. Yes, that nigga's the best player in the league.
Unanimous that KD is the best.
Exactly, but when it was LeBron, it was unanimous. LeBron is the best player in the league. It was never.
It was.
Okay, then it's not.
Yeah. Entertaining as that was. We have to move on. I see both points. That's the only reason why I can't give it to him, because I'm like, bro, I was saying it during the series and he didn't step up and take that challenge. But they won the game. Like Darius said, hey, the nigga won. He won it in KD's house. I ain't got shit to say. I'm like, hey, I mean, you did it, but that's just for me. Now, if somebody else saying he the king of the court, I can't argue that. He won a championship. He was the best player on there. He dropped a 50 piece to close him out. Yeah, I mean, I can't.
According to the rest of the league, for the past 2 years before Jokic, he was the best player in the NBA. And that's a fact.
This is true. So, hey, it is what it is. For me, it's up in the air, but I understand how you feel if you feel that way. But to wrap this up, just a quick yes or no question. Do the Bucks go back to back, Blair?
No. But I'm sitting here thinking, I didn't know if I was making faces, bro. I'm sitting here processing.
Rihanna.
And I'm thinking, I don't think that's tough, bro.
No. Darius?
Yeah, it's tough to go back to back, man. I think they can make it back to the finals. I don't know if they could go like back to back.
Talk to me after
so I'm gonna say no.
Quarter, first half of the season next year.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
That's just right now. Now, if they come out and this dude out here going crazy like how I think he could do, then I'm gonna be like, yeah. Hell
That would
yeah.
have to be all the way through the playoffs because he already went
Yeah,
crazy in 2 MVP seasons. He went nuts, bro.
yeah. I
I don't know.
they need
Only
another
for
person
me,
though.
I see every year I feel like I done seen this dude get better since I've been watching him.
He
So I
has
feel like
actually
next year,
added
if
pieces slowly.
with them and with the experience that they just had, now they know like, oh, this is what it take to win, man. We came back down from 2-0 multiple times. Sometimes it take that to win, stuff like that. So it's possible. I highly doubt it though.
Moving on. Gotta talk about these Olympics, man. Olympics is going on right now. I told you guys we were going to talk about it. Unfortunately, we have to begin on a sour note. USA basketball, they just came out and they took a L, man. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what they need, if they was taking them serious or not, but I didn't even believe the score when I saw it. I just was chilling at my dad's house and was like, yeah, did they win today? I don't even know, and I look and I'm like, oh, they took a loss. They took a loss. And Kevin Durant had fouled out, so he was trying, but I guess didn't nobody want to come with him on the ride. So what do y'all think they're gonna get, man? What do you think they're gonna get? You think they're gonna still win the gold, or they gonna get a silver, or they gonna even medal? Anybody?
Bryce is
Honestly,
a question mark to me. These dudes, like, for a game or two here and there, but they've only been playing together like a couple weeks. Some of these dudes just a couple of days. Like, they haven't even, like, Devin Booker, Drew Holiday, and Buddy ain't even been there a whole week yet. Like, it's wild where they are. Could they lose? Absolutely, especially considering that a lot of those national teams have been together a long time. A lot of them have, NBA players, but they all play together like every year for the national team. We don't do that. Dudes just decide if they're going to play that year usually. Like, I'll play for the team this year, and then you'll see them show up. So I don't know. I'm not really, I guess, broken about this. Just that's what basketball looks like now. You only get
man.
mad when they lose. Like, if they were to lose and not medal, and then they're going to blow everybody out for the next few games because they're going to be pissed off and pride is on the line, then it's just going to happen again.
Man, I don't care if they win or not. You know why? Because these dudes are tired. These dudes are tired. They basically had 2 NBA seasons run almost concurrent with each other for most of the dudes that's over there, except for maybe KD. But even KD just had a deep playoff run. You know what I'm saying? He just had a deep playoff run. The year before, Bam Adebayo, his team went to the finals. Them boys got like 60 days off, and they had to be right back out there to run the season again. Dame, his team made the playoffs. Who else played for them? Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton just won the championship.
And
Devin
just
Booker
got there.
just lost in the championship. And his team was in the bubble for them 8 games or whatever. Like, these dudes tired, bro. These dudes tired. The past year and a half, 2 years has been crazy for these niggas. Crazy for the NBA. Anybody in the NBA. That shit has been crazy. And then you just throw these niggas together. They like, bro, finally we get to have a rest. Nah, man, we need somebody to go play in the Olympics. Win the Olympics right after the finals, nigga. Them boys tired, man. I feel like them boys just don't even want to be there. I feel like they don't care if they win or not. They don't even want to be there. Them boys like, we here because somebody has to fill the slot.
That's an interesting point. I don't know why I didn't even think about that when I was thinking about these Olympics. I'm like,
What?
then I would normally think about them being tired, them playing all of these damn games. I was just thinking like, man, what the hell are
played a
they
lot of
doing? I wouldn't even
basketball.
that wouldn't even entered my mind.
All them dudes ain't playing. Oh, go ahead.
I don't agree. I don't think it's because they're tired. Because Luka just came from playoffs and then they got their balling. And I don't agree. because he's out there balling. That's all they've been talking about. Luka, Luka, Luka. And he was doing the same thing them niggas been doing. I just feel like maybe it's the chemistry. I don't know what it is. Something's off. Maybe they need to play a little longer. Maybe they need to practice a little. Like, I don't know what it is, but I can't say it's because they're tired. Because Luka did the
But
same
nah,
exact
but
shit,
then
and he
when you think
literally was on
about
a
it,
plane the next day, went
but
to where
then
he
when
had to
you
go
think
to,
about
and
it,
been balling.
Luca is also on one of them teams where he done played with these niggas before. They just ain't never been to the Olympics. These is a bunch of dudes that he been playing with before. So when he there, shit, he probably ain't tired. He going to see old friends and oh yeah, shit, I just played with y'all niggas last year. Shit, I
Yeah, I
don't
don't
gotta
know if
do
it's so
everything.
much about rust. I just assume, or they play too much. I just think they don't. These dudes, like the way they put the team together, sometimes is like a collection of just dudes, just random dudes that they're trying to figure it out and play together. You know, they want them to sacrifice because of the way Pop plays, and I'm not blaming it on Pop, but the way he like wants them to play as a team is more European style, pass the ball, get a lot of shots up. That ain't how all of them play. A lot of them ISO ball dudes, and that's how they get their buckets. You know, they can play it in but they don't practice. They ain't practice with these dudes. They don't know how to play with these dudes. It's just a continuity thing, man. I don't feel like they're all tired because the same way them dudes had 2 months off, these dudes, some of these dudes been off for 2-3 months. They just suck. Like, it just ain't like the way you got to put it together. I won't say they suck. I'm saying like the chemistry of the team is not great.
Oh,
And they don't have like a bunch of glue guys. How they
And what
try to
I'm
bring these
saying
dudes
is
together on the floor.
these dudes, even the dudes that you expect to go out there that can just be them, they not being them. Like I
But
don't
that's
feel.
part of the
Hold on.
strategy. I'm saying.
I don't feel like ever, unless this nigga Giannis or maybe possibly AD is on the floor. Ain't no way you gonna tell me that. Hey, some of these games, hey KD, go get me. Hey, just go get me 25 real quick, cause you KD. I don't care what team you put him on. He can do that. He can do that. I
Yeah,
don't think
but
he.
that's not
I
the
don't
way the
think.
team would even be set up offensively, bro. They
And,
don't
and,
play
and
like
that's
that.
cool. But that's cool. That's cool. But guess what? On that team right now, who's the best player?
Should be KD.
It's
So
Kevin
you
Durant.
gon' it don't matter. Hey, these are the best players that we got in the world. You always gonna run your offense through your best player, which is who? In this instance, is Kevin Durant. I don't think these dudes really is that interested, bro. I don't think that they that interested in it this year. And I think a lot of stuff got to do with it. It could be the length of the season. It could be because of whatever we've been going through in the past 2 years. It could be because most of these dudes is black. And now I got to put this flag on my back to represent a country that motherfucking really, I feel like, don't give a shit about me.
I don't know
I
about
feel
that.
like all of that might, I'm just saying, I feel like all of that
It should
might have
all be
something
a
to do with it, bro.
possibility. I got you.
Yeah.
These are all great points. I can't say I disagree with any of them. That was a great point. I can't disagree with any of that. But they chose to go.
then their asses over there.
They chose to go. You said you wanted to go, whether it be through obligation to get more endorsements or whatever the case was. You said, I'm going to go hoop. Brianna said, I said, I think Katie should sit this out. She said, no, Katie said he want to hoop. He going to go hoop. So he can't get mad when he start getting the smoke. So he better start.
Guess what?
Hey, like Darius
Them
said,
boys,
he can go out there
them
and
boys
drop
taking all the
25. Go drop
smoke.
that 25.
Hey, them boys is taking all the smoke because guess what? Whether they lose or not, they still got them polo jackets that Polo just made a month before the Olympics started. They still got them endorsements. And whether they lose or not, your ass still gonna turn on the TV and watch it.
Yep.
Because guess what? The USA still leading in gold medals right now.
Well, they were
Alright.
They
second
just
when I just
in
looked, but
basketball.
they were second. They had 9, and I think Japan had 10.
Oh, might be because what's her name? Them lost the
The
gymnastics. They
On
came
a
in
better
second.
note,
yes, which is
the
a great
ladies
segue to what
basketball
we were
team
about
out
to
there
talk to
kicking
next.
ass.
Huh?
Our ladies basketball team out there kicking ass and taking names.
And they out
Per
there balling.
usual.
And it's like, what's new? Because they out there just doing their thing, looking at the dudes like, come on, bro. You making me look bad.
Kicking ass.
These girls bigger than everybody they play. Hell yeah.
Like when they play against the Philippines or somebody, you'd be like, oh, this is not fair.
Hey, that's
They'd
what
be like,
men's
what are they
basketball
taking
used
over
to
there?
look
They're
like.
doing something. Why are their
Yeah,
nuggets so big?
that's how I used to look in men's basketball.
But we're talking about Simone Biles. That the fact that she backed out of the team event, citing that there's a mental illness. I don't know why they put it on there saying mental illness, but that she was saying that she wasn't 100%, that she's going through something right now. Some outlets came back and said that she had an injury to her leg and she came back with it wrapped after her vault, and she messed up a little bit. She took an extra step, which she doesn't do. Um, Now, just from this conspiracy theorist in me was like, something ain't right. That's just something just don't seem right to me. I don't know what y'all feel, but I was like,
Boy, I tell you.
hey, I said conspiracy theorist in me. Okay, I don't care. Like, hey, did somebody talk to her family or something? Like, what's going on? Like, then she just decided she wanted to back out. I'm just saying. But what do y'all think happened? Do y'all think she's really injured, or she got her ego bruised because she messed up, or like?
I think she said, "Get off my fill in the blank," because if she was everything that she felt like she was doing the right way, they was penalizing her. Like I'm sure that has gotten on her nerves so much to this point. Like she can't even go out here. I feel like she feels like I can't even go out here and be my best self because if I be my best self, y'all gonna penalize me for it. So y'all want me to go out here and maybe half-ass it or just do something. And that's probably, I feel like at this point, it probably is weighing on her. Like, cause she's like, why? Why? I can do it and they can't. That's not my fault. It's not Randy Moss' fault that he could jump higher than everybody else, or Calvin Johnson's fault, or LeBron's fault that he can just jump over everybody and dunk on them, or bruh, none of these other great athletes get paralyzed for them super excelling. So why should she get penalized for it? Oh, it's dangerous for another athlete. Nobody told the other athlete to go try what she trying, because the other athlete not her. So we gonna do this to encourage. So you don't encourage other athletes to do that. That makes no sense. It makes no sense, dog. That junk makes no sense. Damian Lillard and Kevin Durant can shoot from the logo. They gonna go to them and be like, "Oh, we gonna need you to stop shooting from the logo, cause then Joe Kim Noah might feel like he got to shoot from the logo all the time, and that ain't good for basketball. Like that makes no sense, bro. So I feel like mentally she probably not in a good space, bro, because she feel like she can't be her.
That's factual. That's factual. By the way, she is in the gold. She's still in the running for every single last individual gold that there is available. By the way, still, uh, I don't know, Brianna, what you think was going on with her?
I agree with Darius. it probably weighs on her mental a lot. But I also feel like when you go out here and call yourself the GOAT of a sport, this is what comes with it. We talk about LeBron, we penalize him, we talk shit about him all the time. He messed up this, he do that. We gotta talk about it. It's LeBron did this, LeBron did that. So as the GOAT of gymnastics, this is what comes with being the GOAT. I don't know if she realized that, but this is what happens when you call yourself the GOAT of a sport. I definitely feel for her. I'm glad that she did take a little second to get her mental right. Hopefully she gets it together, but this is what comes with it. I can't, I don't know what to tell her. This is what happens.
Well, I don't think she gave herself that. I think they gave it to her after that last Olympics. Like, hey, this might be the greatest one of all time. And then she won another world championship and
Earrings,
was
she
like,
has her.
Bro, she wore a goat
I ain't
unitard.
gonna disagree.
Oh yeah, GOAT unitard.
She
She
wore a
runs with
unitard
the
with a
name
goat on
GOAT.
it, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
She
what you
likes to
think
be
is gonna
called the
happen?
GOAT.
Ain't nobody gonna disagree.
I'm
I
not
just feel like
disagreeing.
this is
Oh yeah, definitely.
the first time we'll be like, oh, she came up short. You can't think of a time when you was like, oh, she came up short. You can't win it every time. So I think she cool with that.
Yeah, and then when she withdrew, they were still in the running. They end up finishing second, but she told them like, "Look,
Yeah,
y'all, I can't. I'm not
they
gonna do
lost
it."
by like 3 points. Yeah, they lost by like 3 points. So
Yep,
shit, the American team was still good. They needed her to get over that hump though. Needed her to get them over that hump.
thanks. What you think, Blair?
I don't have much, man. I don't really know what to say about stuff like that, bro. Straight up, like I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about it later. I don't know if I want to be recorded saying how I actually feel about any of this right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you because I'm like, it's a little weird of a subject, and people are touchy about it. So I'm gonna just go with. She said she wasn't hurt, and she said it was a mental health thing, which is a-okay for her. I know none of her teammates are happy about that at all. Like, that's the only thing I can think about. And being from like I guess she wins all the time. I guess I get the point where y'all say she wins all, but these are the ones that really matter. Like the gold in Olympics, because Olympics is something that people don't actually only care about once every 4 years, just like gymnastics. Your kid might do it. Nobody cares unless it's an actual real event like the Olympics or something. Nobody tracks gymnastics like that. It's just one of those, like the country doesn't. We know her because she killed at the last one and she kind of just keeps going and she periodically brings out these moves that nobody else can do. So you're going to talk about that for a little while. And then nobody cares about gymnastics again because we're just not like the gymnastics country as far as that goes. So for her not winning the gold this time, it's going to hurt. I don't know how old is she? How many more Olympics she got
24.
left in her? One or
Yeah,
two?
she's super
24.
young.
1 or 2?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
like
24
1 or 2.
in gymnastics age
That's like
is
1 or 2,
old.
yo.
Yeah,
In
that's
gymnastics,
young.
Yeah,
they popped them out at 16. You could be
yeah,
swapped out at
24 is
16,
old in
17. So
gymnastics.
she got
Yeah.
maybe
So
one more
run
gymnastics run.
she been running the game for a long time though.
And that's what
Like
I'm
it ain't
saying
like
though.
she just
But the Olympics is the thing. Like that's where you heard of her from. That run up to the Olympics and then how she killed everything in the Olympics. And that's the one that like keeps the gymnastics legacy going is the Olympic run. So while she might get all the golds in this one, that silver's gonna hurt. And then hopefully she'll
I
be
don't think
okay
so.
in 3 years so she can run again and get a gold for the team. It just as an overall thing, bro. Like right now it's levels to it. I'm gonna just assume she was not happy and she chose not to do it.
And
She had a
also, if
bad
you
day.
want to go out here and put on this GOAT title, you can't. I would never see LeBron being like, look, I ain't got it in me today. I'm going to sit it out. Y'all go ahead and
That's
y'all can
kind
do
of
it.
tough. That's kind of tough with the
You know,
yeah.
like you're supposed to be there.
Mhm.
I mean, she was on the sideline cheering her teammates on, and that's what's up. But they
That's
needed her
true.
out
But
there
like
to
I
win.
said, you also never seen them try to limit what LeBron does. 70-pound shoulder into this man because we know he's not as strong as you, and we don't want to encourage him to do stuff like that neither, because if he does it, then he might hurt himself.
This is true.
I
I
feel like
understand
I
where all
feel
of this
like
could weigh on her mental,
yeah,
but at the same time,
I feel like
you
that's a
are
lot.
that person. You are
You
the
the GOAT.
I know,
the
but
GOAT.
also
So
when we talk about people being the GOAT, what we talk about? Them going out there, man, they leave it all out there. She can't even leave it all out there because they won't let her. They is gonna penalize her for it. So if she go out there and be the GOAT, they still don't win
they could have
because they
won
gonna
it. They could
penalize
have
her.
definitely won gold. They was 3 points away. If she could have went out there and did what she's supposed to do. She probably wouldn't have got the score that she got in Rio, but she would have got a decent score to where they would have won gold instead of silver.
I don't think so because it's
I
like they
definitely
trying to
think
make
so.
her. I think they gonna try to make her an example. Remember, they is telling her,
I
"Bro,
don't think
don't
so.
do this."
She's
Because
leading in
we
everything
think
else right now. She's leading in everything else, and she's
I feel you.
scratched a bunch of times. She's messed up a bunch, and she's still leading in everything else. She's still
I
winning
feel
gold.
you, and I still feel like that's because she ain't even going out there and doing what she feel like she can do. And I feel like she feel like if she gonna help the team, she need to go out there and be her. She need to be that little GOAT thing that she got on the side of her thing. And they literally telling her like, boy, if you go out here and do this shit, we gonna penalize you. She don't know how harsh the penalty gonna be. It could be like you saying, or they could be like, oh no, we told you not to do that, and we gonna not count the score because we told you not to do that. And she end up getting disqualified.
I'm saying though, but when it comes to gymnastics, bro, it's a certain set of moves you can do that are acceptable. Why you just don't? Like, I'm assuming her double half pipe is still better than somebody else's double half pipe. Why you got to do the triple? Like, they don't want you doing the third one. Don't
Because
do the
she
third
been
one.
because she been working on this triple because nobody else could do it. So she
Yeah,
out
That
here.
means that what that means is that that double should be down 100%.
Not
She should have the double
necessarily.
down before she goes to the
Not
triple.
necessarily.
But she already got the double. She want to do the triple.
They don't want you to.
She wants to do the triple by birdie.
Well,
Bruh,
you
I
either do it
understand.
and
I
you accept the
understand wanting to do
penalties,
what you want
or
to do,
you
but
do
the
what's
rules are the rules.
in the regulations and you take what you get.
But what Darius is saying is like LeBron working on a double step back three, and they
This
be
boy
like, nah,
Chris
bro,
is
you can't do
I'm
that
like, bruh.
because can't nobody else do it. Like, nah, that's not how it
Exactly,
works.
that's dumb. That
I
is
get
dumb.
You
that
do
part of it.
understand that
I get
there
it.
are rules like that have happened, bro. Like they got like what was it? Was it Kareem? It was
Kareem and Wilt.
Kareem or Wilt. Like a game started 1-0 because you couldn't dunk. Like it was against the rules to dunk in basketball. And dude dunked in the layup line and the game started 1-0. Like it's happened. They set rules that are just unfair sometimes for certain people, and it's specifically for certain people. But you still have to play within the rules if you want to do it. And I get her just saying, I don't want to do it, then I'm going to just sit out. If that's what she
I
want to
don't
do,
blame her.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
I don't blame her. Fuck that shit.
I understand that, but at the same time, you can't say that that's not gonna be like we're not gonna penalize her for that, because if it was
It's
LeBron
going to
James, we would
look
talk
bad
about it.
against your reputation,
If it was anybody else, we would talk about it. Like, nigga, who told you to sit out? I don't care what they were doing for you. I don't care what the rules was, nigga. Why did you sit out? We would talk about it if it was anybody else. So it's her. We're talking about it. You're the GOAT. And instead of you going out there and still competing with your team because they needed you, you're the best player on the team, your team needs you, you still decided to sit down. That's going to be a penalty in a lot of people's eyes. It don't matter what it was. You decided
somebody gotta be the martyr, bro. Somebody gotta be the martyr. Somebody gotta be the martyr to let motherfuckers know that shit ain't right. LeBron was the martyr for letting motherfuckers know that, bro, you can go play wherever you want to go. Somebody gotta be the martyr. Cause that junk ain't right.
And he got talked about for that. And so we're gonna talk about her for this.
It wasn't right when they did it to Kareem. It wasn't right when they tried to do it to Shaq. oh, we gonna make the ball smaller and da 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 da. It don't matter who it happened to. Hey, that shit ain't right, bro. That shit ain't right. How you gonna penalize somebody for being good? That's the whole point of them being good.
Yeah, I mean, now it is what it is. Hopefully she win the rest of these goals and she tell them to kiss her ass and she be done. So we'll see.
Sometimes you gotta teach them that lesson, bro. I'ma get me.
Thank y'all for joining us again. We're gonna wrap this thing up. Next week, we are definitely gonna be talking about some football. We're gonna be picking some division winners as best we can, as best we can. Because preseason injuries happen every year. People get cut for no reason at all. So like, share, subscribe. Deuce.
Must be about
Gotta
to
be some trash coming out your face.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, this rain is messing up my stuff. I said, like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Tuned in. Damn.
Right.
Hate the rain.
Wow.
Deuce.
Wow.
Shit.